Big Baby Miller is back in action, it seems, or will be back in action soon, as a deal has been reached per Dan Rayfield, yet has not been signed for Jarrell Miller to be co-promoted with Top Rank, and obviously with his other promoters, Demetrius Salia and Greg Cohen Promotions. This is obviously the first step in Big Baby Miller coming back, and the next step is probably to get him licensed by a commission, whatever commission it would be, and then the next step, get him a fight. Whatever fight it is, just get him a fight, whether it's Fury off rip, whether it's, hey, look, the Wilder fight, I have no idea if that's happening now. We're going to get to Fury's quotes in a bit as well. We have no idea what's happening over there on the ESPN side when it comes to heavyweight division. Oscar Rivas is not in the picture. You know, Bryant Jennings, I don't think he's really in the picture anymore. Like, I am curious where they go with Jarrell Miller. But we have Jarrell Miller now, it looks like, with Top Rank. Deal is not signed, but has been reached, again, per Dan Rayfield. Guys, thoughts on Big Baby Miller making his big comeback?
He shouldn't be allowed to fight. I mean, that's really my only thought. I know he got dropped by his promoter, but he got picked up by another one, by one of the other top, promoters in the sport. It's just like, I don't know. I was a Miller fan too, but I can't get into him fighting it. He took every possible substance you could take.
He could take more,
I suppose, but you'd really have to really make an effort to take more than what he took.
Yeah.
Rob, thoughts on Big Baby Miller's comeback, man?
I mean, on Gary's point, it looks like Heather Hardy is being dealt with more severely than Jarrell Miller did, and
Around the same.
Well, she's got an actual suspension from the commission, right?
Well, of course. Well, one was licensed by a commission, one wasn't. I mean, a commission literally cannot suspend you if you're not licensed by them.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Miller and they
somewhere else, if providing someone granted it.
But no one did, because he was suspended for 6 months. The same yeah, but it's a 6-month suspension regardless, and it was respected by all commissions. He didn't go commission shopping and was successful.
No, maybe not. I'm just saying she's also got a 10 grand fine and stuff like this. But anyway.
But like you say, it's 6 months suspension, but like it's like a 3-month suspension because he was supposed to fight on June 1st. That was the fight, right? Mm-hmm. So now he gets a 6-month suspension. That should put you out until the end of the year, but it's not. He's already taking offers to fight again. So it's really like a 3-month suspension.
Well, it's not. It's literally 6 months.
I understand, but it's 3 months from when he failed the test, from when the test was administered. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, he wasn't going to fight for 2 more months anyway. It's like, this is like, you look, yeah.
It's boxing. But as far as landing at Top Rank, I guess maybe Fury is the end goal. Like you say, we'll get to some Fury. We'll get to some Fury stuff shortly. But, I mean, Salita has managed to get Warlin signed over on.
Oh, is that like confirmed?
I think Top Rank picked up Warlin, didn't they?
I thought that was talked about. I didn't know that was confirmed. If that's confirmed, good for him, man.
Yeah, that's and he's Salita Promotions as well, so he could pitch. How does Jarrell Miller shape up against the guy that went a decision
that touched up Tyson Fury?
Yeah, touched up and blah de blah with the lineal champ, etc., etc. I think Eddie on one side wanted to maybe look at Jarrell Miller again, but I think on another side was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. I think if Eddie would have gone, yeah, come back, we'll sign you on the zone and blah blah blah, he would have taken a whole lot more flack, but.
Eddie would have, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but that's because Eddie gets more flack than Bob.
Yeah, but I just think off the bat, you let yourself down going into the fight with Joshua, and I'm going to pick. And after taking all those stuff, after everything he said, and then but it wouldn't have surprised me if Eddie did. And it's not signed yet with Top Rank, and I think Big Baby Miller, given the choice, would like to be back at the zone. I think he even said those words.
Well, it's a better heavyweight stable, so I mean, of course he would.
Oh, sure, yeah, there's better fights there for him, but.
And I'll be honest, even if he does sign with Top Rank, don't be surprised to see him back in there with an AJ or a Matchroom stable fighter in the near future, guys. Like, first off, it's heavyweight, so these guys need to start fighting each other more often. You know, like you can't like jump up a division and like fight another guy within your stable. Like that doesn't exist here. Like you only have that division, limited options, and at Top Rank, limited heavyweight options. So I would
Tom Schwartz.
Oh, look, all these bad fights that you guys are mentioning, like Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz, for Jarrell Miller are fantastic, I guess, for the Top Rank narrative. But fuck, man, I do not want to see any of those, for God's sake. And to the point of, because I haven't really talked about it, like, should he come back? I don't care. I know like that's a really like controversial take, is to like not really have a take on things, but I really don't care that Big Bear Miller is coming back. Like half of the heavyweight division has tested positive. Sorry, Rob, I didn't hear you. Half of the heavyweight division has tested positive for PEDs, including the lineal champion Tyson Fury, who no one wants to bring up as tested positive for multiple PEDs.
And AJ hasn't tested positive, so you know the testing is a joke, right? Because if it was serious testing, he'd have failed 10 times by now.
I don't know that. I don't care.
I don't know that either. I don't know that.
I know you just want to piss off Rob. I know you do.
I'm just saying.
Rob's too tired to deal with it.
You got to be careful out here. Fighters are getting angry with everybody right now, guys. So I don't know.
Yeah, AJ's are going to run down Gary at Whole Foods.
Texas is a big state. He's not finding me.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of guns and shit.
I think if we want to like tackle PD regulation and the issues within it, like getting pitchforks for Big Bear Miller is not the way to go about it. Like it just isn't. You know, I talked about this on I think another show. Maybe it was the championship round show on Patreon, but I'm going to talk about it again more tonight when we talk about USADA's huge release of their near half-decade findings with the UFC and 13,000 tests and all the data from that and how many people have actually popped and is it even worth our fucking time? I tend to think like PD regulation when it comes to individual cases is such a minute topic in the grand scheme of things. If you want to talk about PD regulation as a whole, not to you guys, I know we've talked about it a ton, but just out there, generally speaking, as a community, let's have that conversation. But guys, Big Bear Miller is coming back. That nothing's going to stop him. And in 6 months' time, none of you are going to care about it. And the ones that do care about it are still going to fucking watch him. A la Tyson Fury, a la Luis Ortiz, a la Dylan White, who all of you seem to be defending with such earnest. This is it's all bullshit. Who cares? And to the great words of Nate Diaz,
everybody's on steroids. The whole UFC, everybody.
Even him, kind of. You know, who cares?
I want to see Big Baby fight again because I want to see him gassing after 2 rounds because he's got no EPO, HGH.
I still want to see
throwing 3 punches around.
I still want to see the fight that makes the most sense in the heavyweight division: Miller versus White. That fight would be fantastic. That's a fight of the year contender written all over it. It has no belt attached to it, but I don't care. That's a great fight.
WBC interim belt.
Shut up. And I won that fight before the PD cases for both men, respectively, numerous times. I don't care. I still want that fight.
Dylan White's popped how many times too, right? So
twice, I want to say.
Yeah, at least twice. Well, I think just
1.5.
1.5.
Oh my God! Stop.
Right, and Big Baby Miller popped 4 times and then 1 time a few years ago, so 5 times total, right?
Yes.
So let's just have the fight in Russia, no drug testing. Let's just do it.
All in favor of that, man. Let's go for it.
Take whatever you want.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. But digressing. First fight for Big Baby Miller. Who are we thinking? Like Joey DeWalco? Are we thinking it's like that level of fighter?
No, I think it'll be less than that. Like I think it's Otto Wallin.
That's too good. I think it's Tom Schwartz.
Maybe. I think you're gonna get. Although people thought Wallin was good, like because I was like, what do you think? He was big and tough, right? But he's not good. Like he's a guy you want to put FA in with someone to give him a few rounds. Put him in with Wallin, right? But he's not good. He's not gonna beat anybody. So let's put Miller in with Otto Wallin. Make him go some rounds. See how his endurance is. I would say do that.
He was undefeated until
he was.
Yeah.
What is 84-0? What is 84-0?
What do you mean?
Tyson Fury's last 3 opponents.
Yeah, there you go. Level.